Here with Julian Yee of Malaysia, one of the many Malaysian skaters on the Junior Grand Prix this season. Julian, tell us a little bit about how you got involved. And you said you spend most of your skating time in Malaysia.
Yeah, well, I started skating, of course, in Malaysia. I actually started when I was 4 years old, and then I started competing when I was 7 in the ISI recreational competitions. And then when Malaysia got our ISU membership, I think 5 years ago, then only I started the ISU competitions.
How many arenas are there?
In Malaysia, there's actually only 2. One is Olympic size, and the other one is actually small ice ring, and they're both in shopping malls. And surprisingly, the Olympic size ring only came up 10 months ago. So I used to skate on small ice the whole time.
Wow. Now, you also short track. Tell me a little bit about your short track career.
Short track, right. Like I said, we only had ISU membership for 5 years. So when we first got the membership, we ought to try out everything. So I ventured into short track, and then I kept going at it while I was doing figure skating as well. And then after 2-3 years, I decided I had to focus on one and I had to choose. So then I thought, okay, figure skating, I think I have more chances there. So that's why I gave up short track.
Now, is the sport growing in Malaysia?
Oh yeah, definitely growing in Malaysia. I wouldn't say just Malaysia, but the whole of Southeast Asia. We're starting to come up with more rings and more skaters coming out to compete.
Now, I've been watching your skating. You're not only a good jumper, what I notice especially is you have a real feel for the music. There's a real passion with that. Where did you sort of pick that up? I mean, learning jumping and spinning is one thing, but learning to connect with the music is another.
Well, that actually took me some time to get to that. I started off just skating, like it's just music and just me skating, there's no connection. And then I thought that, all right, I need to tell a story from skating. I need to show what I feel on ice. So that way I can share my story with someone else through skating. And that's how I thought that I should go with the music.
Now, you've got a number of other skaters from Malaysia on the Junior Grand Prix this season. Is there a competitive club that's there that's really starting to grow?
Right now in Malaysia, we don't have any clubs yet. We just have our association. But definitely soon to come, in maybe 2 years' time, we'll definitely have a lot of clubs. Especially now, I think there's like 4 rings coming up in Malaysia in the next year.
Oh,
so
that's outstanding. Yeah. Now, you just came back from the Neighborhood Trophy. You had your personal best scores. I just looked at those scores. Those are really good. You must have had great skates. What do you see for yourself over the next 3 years?
I really do hope to see myself at least qualify for the 2018 Winter Olympics. That's my ultimate goal. And if I do any better than that, that's a bonus for me. Yeah. So I really do hope that I get there.
Well, you're improving every time out, every time we see you. Thank you so much for joining us. Good luck this week in Logroño, Spain. Julian Yee from Malaysia.